Howdy, y'all. Welcome to the Beverly Hillbillies Facts and Trivia. Y'all kick off your shoes and you said a spell, all right? Now here's your host for the show, the old Kentucky boy himself, Mr. Bob Snap.
Hi guys, welcome to the Beverly Hillbillies Facts and Trivia. Appreciate y'all being here. Today's video is on the cast members' reaction and other stars from other shows' reaction at the Beverly Hillbillies never being recognized as the great show that they were. I mean, today TV shows would kill to get those kind of ratings that they got. But some didn't recognize them, others did. And it's kind of interesting. Let's take a look. Despite the long, successful run of Henning's creations, plus high marks for collaborating on Green Acres, he was never recognized by his peers. Truly recognized, that is. The show was recognized with a few nominations, but never awarded an Emmy. After the show's first season, the Academy of Television Arts and Science nominated Henning for Emmys for outstanding program achievement in the field of humor and outstanding writing achievement in comedy in the 62-63 season. He lost out to the Dick Van Dyke Show and Carl Reiner, respectively. Twice, Irene Ryan was nominated for outstanding continued performance by an actress in a series, but first lost out to actress Shirley Booth, who starred in the NBC sitcom Hazel, and the next year to Mary Tyler Moore from the Dick Van Dyke Show. In 1967, Nancy Culp lost as Best Supporting Actress, in addition to Richard Wharf, who was nominated twice during his tenure as the show's director, but never won. Hillbillies left every Emmy show empty-handed. "I was terrible," remembers Al Simon. "We all attended the Academy presentation that first year of the show. We didn't win anything, but I will tell you this. After Dick Van Dyke went up and received his Emmy, honest to God, he looked over at our table where Paul was sitting and bowed." TV Guide also noted the gesture. As the Academy Awards dinner emceed by Van Dyke, the grateful comedian turned to the Hillbillies table, raised his arms above his head, bowed low, and salaamed. It is assumed that the Dick Van Dyke Show, which got canceled after its first year due to awful ratings, was pulled from the depths after being rescheduled to follow the Hillbillies on Wednesday nights. Van Dyke was raised to number 9 in its second season and climbed to number 3 in its third, still trailing the Hillbillies in time slot and ratings. And yet, the Dick Van Dyke Show went on to win 15 Emmy Awards during the 5 seasons on TV. After that fateful Emmy night of May the 26th, 1963, when the Hillbillies first went home empty-handed, Carl Reiner, creator-producer of the Dick Van Dyke Show, sent a letter to Paul Henning expressing sincere regret that the Hillbillies did not win an Emmy, despite its popularity, which towered over that of his own show. Moreover, Danny Thomas, top man on the Dick Van Dyke Show, and also a Hillbillies fan, sent Henning a box of cigars. "That year that we were nominated," said Nancy Culp, "the Hillbillies were invited to present something, but they wanted them in costume. It was very demeaning. Since then, I've walked out on the Academy. By the time I was nominated for an Emmy in 1967, none of us were members of the Academy at all, and I've never gone back." Nevertheless, until her death, Culp carried a card for the Screen Actors Guild and the Motion Picture Academy. The loss of Emmys was not the first crushing blow to the Hillbillies company. Irony surrounded the series' whole existence. The ratings were overwhelming, yet the recognition for the creator and performer by the peers was near zero. Nancy Culp said, "As for criticism, we finally just said screw you, in effect. The thing that angered and infuriated us most was the lack of recognition they gave Paul for his brilliance. I think the man is a genius, and these half-baked entrepreneurs in Hollywood didn't seem to recognize that humor doesn't necessarily speak in an English accent. They were the pseudo-intellectuals that tried to tear us apart. At first, we were very angry. We just got used to it and kept hoping time after time that Paul would get an award. Nonetheless, the Beverly Hillbillies was a powerful show with immense popularity feeding it. It was so popular, in fact, that CBS decided in the late 60s to begin airing episodes of its morning lineup. The show scored big in Great Britain, where it was the first TV comedy show in British TV history to be given a second showing in the same week. The Japanese couldn't get enough of the homespun American characters in its height. Hillbillies was broadcast in 52 countries. Australia was hopping with the Hillbillies, and the show is still revered as it's rerun there. And there you go. I thought it was very interesting. I think it's a shame that because they portrayed, I don't even think it's so much hillbilly as Southerners. Hollywood loves to make fun of Southern people. I mean, you just look at any of your comedies. I mean, if somebody's stupid, they're talking like this, you know. But it's just a shame because he was a genius. I mean, he come up with this stuff and he made it happen. It should be a giant feather in his own cap for, you know, the ratings and all that, but it's nice to be recognized by your peers. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Please don't forget about classic TV facts and trivia and classic rock and country music facts and trivia. Head on over there and please subscribe. Please, pretty please. I'm begging you. Not really begging you, I'm just asking. No, I'm begging. Go over there. Subscribe, please. Anyway, that's all I have for you. Have a great day. God bless, and I'll be praying for you.